afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready. Ultra. Go Ultra.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Young now from the 50. Shart's got it left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now 3rd down and 7. Young to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Chark, 46 yards. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in terms of defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here is third down and 4.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Here's Willis. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Here's Huntley. Touchdown! Jordan Addison. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Jonathan Bullard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Young to throw it. For Marshall, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now here's Young. Throw left side is intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Ready. At the 40-yard line. Cowboy 80.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. With the score, Vikings 14, Panthers 7. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Willis on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win the...
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them. Because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Young. Open man right side is Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
On the ready.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran down a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Young's throw taken in by Chark. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Young running the option left. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. On play action, Young. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 31, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Young off the play fake. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jonathan Bullard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Okay,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
3rd down, it's Willis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
1st and 10, it's Willis. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. There he goes again. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the
touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Willis looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10, Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Young again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. It's Young on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Vikings 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Breaks through the contact. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Willis is at the throw here, caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Get it. Check it.
Willis to throw once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, 51 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Willis will look to throw it. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Young. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. Complete to Addison on the out route. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the stick.
Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Willis to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up past the 45.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now Willis. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Completes this to Addison out left. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go now.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And now they'll audible to something else. Throwing, Willis. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to almost certainly win the football game. Joseph's got it. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Blue. Light blue. Smash red. Blue striker. White, white. Zulu black. Black shot.
One last shot for Young. That's to Marshall on a quick slam. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota,